Welcome along to the Football Martin channel. I'm taking a closer look at a player that Southampton have been linked with all summer long, and that is Matt O'Riley. Not only has he been linked with Southampton, he's been linked with Brighton and Hove Albion and also Atlanta as well. And it looks to be a tug of war between Russell Martin, Southampton and Atlanta at this moment in time. It's gone quiet over the last couple of days at the time of recording, but Southampton are very, very interested. And you can see why when you look at O'Riley's statistics. So this are Matt O'Riley's Scottish Premier League statistics for last season. When he played 32 games in the league, he scored a whopping 18 goals from midfield, did Matt O'Riley. His XG was 15. He got 13 assists as well, which I think is a lot for a midfielder. 109 shots. His pass accuracy at 83%. That is very, very high. Chances created 93. He won 172 duels and a whopping 208 recoveries. The player that tracks back and works really, really hard. And when you look at these statistics, you can see why Southampton and Russell Martin want to bring this man to the Premier League this summer. Well, he's a Danish midfielder that's reported to be around 25 to 30 million pounds. I watched the Celtic podcast a couple of days ago, and they believe they won't get 30 million for him, but they believe 25 million is the minimum they think that the Celtic owners will let the player leave for. Will Southampton pay out 25 million pounds for a player that's not played in the Premier League? But Russell Martin knows him very, very well. And we're going to look at his story now and how Matt O'Riley has made it to Celtic. Well, he come through the Fulham Academy and he made his debut for the under-23s at just 16 years old. He was a hot prospect. But things got a little bit tough for him because he decided there wasn't a pathway to the first team at Fulham. So when he got offered a 3-year contract, pro contract, he turned it down and he left. COVID hit, so he trained in a park with his dad, he rode his bike and was without a club. Russell Martin was the manager of MK Dons, and along come Russell Martin. You know what Russell Martin's like as a man manager. Southampton fans, we know what he's like. He's brilliant with players. He got hold of Matt O'Riley, he gave him some love, he gave him some attention, and he got him training with his squad. He got him fit, and he gave him a pro contract at MK Dons, and Matt O'Riley rewarded him big time. Their relationship is special, Martin and O'Riley, and that is another key pulling power in bringing this man to St Mary's. Russell Martin's kept in contact with him ever since. He's always checked in. I've seen what Russell Martin's had to say about O'Riley, and he's always checked in with him. They have a great relationship. He loved playing for Russell Martin as well. In his time at MK Dons, he exceeded. He attracted the interest of Celtic, and he went on to sign for Celtic, and he has been brilliant in the Scottish Premier League. He loves the ball in the 18-yard box. He's a box-to-box midfielder if he wants to be. He, like I said, he tracks back, he wins duels, he makes recoveries, but he loves the ball in and around the 18-yard box of the opposition's box. He has had more touches in the last season than any other Celtic player in the 18-yard box, and that's from a midfielder. That is a very, very good statistic. That was from Jacob Horsfield, who did a close-up video on Matt O'Riley. Some of the information I've got to you here is from sources around the internet that I've been researching all about him. Jacob Horsfield was a really good video on him. He'd done an in-depth review on Matt O'Riley and why clubs are looking at him, and you can understand why the Saints want him after watching Jacob's video. He is a player that creates chances. 18 goals as well for a midfielder is really, really impressive. And that's why Southampton want him. We need Southampton, a player that can play in midfield, that can create chances. And O'Riley will bring that to Southampton. Saints, if you look at the squad right now, other than Alcaraz, who can play in midfield that can really split a defence open? Who can pick the ball, run with it, cut inside? Tyler Dibling's going to be really good, but he's still really, really young. O'Reilly fits the bill big time. And I think for Southampton at £25 million, he could be really good value, but could also have a really good sell-on value as well, because if he does hit the ground running and does really well in the Premier League, he will create interest from the top clubs. He's young, he's got time on his side, and it's probably the right time for O'Reilly to come to the Premier League, prove himself in the Premier League. I think he absolutely will. From what I've seen and what I've heard about Matt O'Reilly, he's a top talent. Will he come to Southampton? It remains to be seen, but we'll keep a closer look what happens over the next couple of weeks on the channel. Make sure you stay tuned to the Football Martin channel. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you want daily updates on transfer news, give me a follow on TikTok at Football Martin. You'll get all the latest transfer news around Southampton as it breaks and the rumours as they're coming in.